Matthew Lillard is back here on the Rich Eisen Show. 5 Nights at Freddy's 2 is in theaters now nationwide. Good to see you, sir.
Hey, good to see you.
You got it. So when you get a box office hit in 2023, they're like, let's do it again.
Oh, yeah.
Right? That's what happens.
And not only that, but they made the film for almost nothing. I mean, I think the first one was like $20 million or $30 million, and it went off to make $300 million worldwide.
Oh,
so
there you go.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's nice to be a part of the hit. It changes everything. I think I'm the nicest guy around, and I play just the worst people.
By the way, this is on the Rich Eisen Show. It's called a higher register Thursday. When you go higher register, you got to go higher register to believe what you're saying.
Yeah.
You just did it. You know what I mean? You just did it.
What's that joke? Comedy always ends on an upglide?
Exactly. Just like that. You know, and just what TJ was saying before, I think it's going to work out for the Clippers this year. You know what I mean? Like that's the higher register.
That's good.
No, you said that you were on a Clipper email chain.
Yeah, we go way back.
Yeah. Like a car seat, huh?
Yeah. Well, I used to have Clipper seats. We used to have Clipper seats. The funny thing about early days of Clipper seats is that it was 2 for 1.
Was this the sports arena?
Huh?
Was this a sports arena?
No, a little after that. So Darius Miles, when we drafted Q, Richardson, and D. Miles. Come on, bro. We jumped in, and then my wife and I had floor seats for like 6 years.
2 for 1?
Yeah, Bob Myers sat next to me. The future GM of Golden State. And listen, it was the greatest thing ever, because you would buy one and get the second one free. It was crazy.
There used to be in the NBA 3 for 2, right? In terms of free throws, right? You got 3 to make 2. Back in the day, in the 80s.
No.
Yeah.
What?
You got 3 free throws to make 2. Back in the day.
No.
Sort of like your 2 for 1 tickets.
Oh, yeah.
So were you the one back in the day who told Bob Myers, when you get a job, take Steph Curry? Was that your idea?
No, it was not.
Okay.
I should take credit for that. I should take credit for that. He was great. I mean, he was an incredible agent. I mean, he was really successful agent.
Oh, of course. No doubt about that.
By the way, and I played in the NBA Entertainment League for years. So I was on Bob's team. I had 5 good fouls to give.
Hold on a second. Matthew Lillard here on the Rich Eisen Show. Our radio audience just returned. ESPN Radio, presented by Progressive Insurance.
Welcome back.
You were on.
Welcome back.
I'm going to see as well. 5 Nights at Freddy's 2 is in theaters nationwide right now. So you were in the what? You were in
NBA Entertainment League. You've never heard of this? Oh, come on.
This was legendary.
You spent too much time in Bristol.
Yeah, I did.
So for about 10 years, the NBA sponsored like a celebrity league that we would meet down at Crossroads every Sunday, full refs, full uniforms, like NBA uniforms, and you would play a game. You'd play like a 20-minute game.
Okay. Who was in this with you?
Oh, well, Bob Myers. Oh, geez, who else? I mean, hold on a sec. I'm going to tell you, Kevin Hart. He played point guard forever.
Kevin Hart.
Yeah, Kevin Hart was the man. Yeah. But we had like all of the, it was like everything else in Hollywood. Yeah. Like you had like literal celebrities that would play. You'd have people out there playing, but then you'd have all these guys that were ringers. I mean, there was like, you're 7 foot. Right. You're not in the NBA.
But I did one commercial once.
Exactly. Right. I was like, he's like, I run security for dudes. I'm like, that's such BS. But we would fly around. Like I have very clear memories. Like we'd fly around and play at halftime of NBA games or after a game. Yeah. And at one point it was like, Ice Cube played all the time.
Kutcher played.
Who?
Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah, Kutcher played. It was crazy. It was a bunch of dudes, and we would go out and run. But I would play. Like we'd play and fly around on planes and play in front of like full.
You'd go on road trips.
Yeah.
Why won't the NBA do that again? You'd think they would, right?
I don't know why. Because it ended up not being celebrities. It just ended up being powerful executives buying teams and bringing in ringers.
Dude.
Yeah. But Bob Myers. I was on Bob Myers' team. Like me playing against Bob Myers, a college champion at UCLA.
Are you 6'2", 6'3"?
I'm 6'4".
6'4".
Yeah.
So Bob Myers never thought about giving you a 10-day?
No, I said, look, dude, I got 5 fouls. I got 4 years of eligibility and 5 fouls. If anyone used to say that to Coach Calhoun, I was like, hey, Coach, bring me in.
I love it. Matthew Lillard here on the Rich Eisen Show. And so you're a Seahawk fan. Tonight is a big-time football game, sir. This is a big game tonight.
Huge.
I mean, this is
ridiculous.
This is it. They come up with this dub, and they're in first place, and all they got to do is just win out. They're the 1 seed in the NFC. It's
Which
right
you
there.
never would have seen coming into this year. There's no way.
The crazy thing is, because I have all these stats here for the benefit of having another job with the NFL Network, Mike McDonald, the head coach, since joining the squad, the team is 8-8 at home and 13-2 on the road.
It's crazy.
That's the best road span. They have 1,000. They're plus 1,000 in the yard differential on the road and plus 119 in point differential on the road. Those are all NFL best. And then at home, it's just different. That's where the 12s would normally
dominate,
take hold. But it just the minute it does revert to form there.
Yeah,
I mean, the sky could be the limit.
Last week too, I think we kicked 6 field goals to win the game. I mean, we couldn't.
Rivers.
Yeah, which is crazy. You're like, what is that? And that defense. I was like, if you were in Vegas, you're like smashing that line because you're like, they're the best team in football. I would argue top 5, right? Top
no
3,
question.
top 3.
Yeah,
and they're multidimensional.
Yes.
JSN. That dude is the man.
No question.
Mean, when you got rid of DK, you're like, what are you doing? This is crazy. You know, and Lockett's gone. Like, what? We're just going back to JSN? Like, it doesn't...
To be ready to be the number 1, and he's number 1 not only on the team, but the National Football League.
He has... Yeah. If they, you know... He was on pace for a long. I think he's off pace now to break the single season record.
He was on pace to 2,000 yards, but 2 of the last 3 games have been.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of funny. It's like he didn't get 100 yards receiving, so that's an off game for him because it is an off game for him. He is averaging over 111 yards a game.
Yeah, he's funny. So he's a guy. He doesn't want to take a direct hit. Right, we're talking about Dart. You were talking about Dart earlier,
yes, sir. Right?
And this idea of like, what is the value add of that extra 2 yards? That's the one thing I want to say to Jackson Dart. My kid loves Jackson Dart. I love that. I mean, between
how
him
old's your
and
kid?
17.
Okay, yeah,
I got 3 kids, 17, and he and I will sit and watch football. And you've got Cam, you've got him, you've got the wide receiver, and like they're exciting as it gets.
Yes.
And the one thing I want to say to him is like, dude, 2 yards is not worth you missing 4 weeks.
Correct.
Like, it's just not worth it.
That's right.
And he's so exciting. He has a chance to be a real star, I think, in the league.
No question. I think he already is one in the New York metropolitan area where, you add together the Jets and the Giants wins and you get half the Seahawks wins right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's good.
And so I know.
I'm sitting here gloating.
For New York,
and all of New York.
Not so much.
Yeah, but by the way, what is the deal with New York teams? They are just in a bad funk all the way across.
Well, I mean, all right, Mr. Mariner fan. Are you a Mariner fan?
I'm not a Mariner fan.
Well, you're a Dodger fan.
I became a fan with Alex.
Right.
Yeah, I'm a Dodger fan.
All right.
Go in for the close-up. Dodger, 2-time champion. I was at the stadium yesterday picking up a gift. I will tell you.
Wait a minute, you were in Dodger Stadium yesterday?
I was there yesterday. I was picking up. It's Christmas time, so I was going to pick up. There was literally 60 people at 2:00 in the afternoon at Dodger Stadium picking up gifts.
What?
Yes, the 2-time champs.
Picking up gifts.
Yes,
wow.
They're picking up. The people love the Dodgers. Don't you love the Dodgers?
I would go to Dodger Stadium now just to see what it's like to go in and out with no traffic.
Yeah.
I can't even. That would be like.
It was magic.
Like the apocalypse is
70 miles an hour.
They're just going in however you want, park anywhere you want, stroll in and do anything you want. The line is like 2 people to get a hat. And you get out in 10 minutes. Well, that must have been euphoric.
It was so good. My kids were like, I've never even been to this side of the park. You have to admit, best Game 7, best sporting event.
Yeah.
Of my lifetime. Yes.
This past year. This World Series was the best World Series, I could say. Just in terms of the level of expectation going in, not knowing, and coming out, and the insanity of some of the games, maybe the best of my lifetime. And I'm in my mid-50s, and I honestly, I've seen some great ones. I'm a Yankee fan, so seeing the Yankees win for me was off the charts. But this 7-game World Series was insane. You tell me, am I off? Best one of your life or what? You gotta
Cubs
say
Indians was pretty good. Yankees Marlins was pretty good. Yankees Diamondbacks was pretty good.
Well, that one.
I'm just thinking about 7-game series. It came down to kind of the last inning.
You just pulled all those out of
his orifice.
Yeah, I'm just kind of thinking 97 Indians Marlins is pretty good.
Now you got dates. Who are you?
There was some good ones.
I'm just saying we've had good 7-game World Series
stuff like that 7th game where again. We've talked about it so
90s.
often, but no, I'm not saying that I don't want to talk about it. I'll talk about this all day long because it was that great. For Isaiah Kiner-Falefa on third base, this is, by the way, after Rojas ties it in the ninth.
That in itself.
Right?
Because you're like, okay, Shohei's coming up. There are going to be 2 outs.
That's right.
What a move, but they're going to walk him. And then you're like, oh, God, for him to hit that bomb and that
improbable
moment
star.
Right.
And also who he is. And if you're not like a Dodger fan, you don't really know the role he plays. Like coaching Mookie. He's the salt of the earth, great teammate. Mm-hmm. To be in that position to hit that bomb was ridiculous. And also, just going back to Toronto, down with 2 games.
Yes, correct.
And you're like, oh, well, we've lost we're done.
Because, again, I'm a Yankee fan. When Freddie Freeman hits an extra inning back-breaking home run to win a World Series game, the Yankees folded. The Blue Jays came back and won the next 2.
Yeah.
After that Game 3 that lasted twice as long as any other normal game.
That was crazy.
That was crazy as well.
Crazy.
As, by the way, it's just a little appetizer for what we saw later on in the World Series.
Yeah. And
so Game 7, Rojas ties it. Then Isaiah Kiner-Falefa was on third base with less than 2 outs. He slides in feet first.
You have to go bit by bit, frame by frame,
and we spoke
to back up that call.
And we spoke to Will Smith just a couple weeks ago, and he's talked about how those few seconds were the longest hours of his life, where the entire season, Matthew, is in a replay machine. Who's winning the World Series could come out of instant.
And by the way, depending on how you look at it,
right.
He's either out or safe.
I think he was out. There's no doubt in my mind he was out. That Will Smith's foot
you're
was
not
on the plate.
Blue Jay fan.
I know that, but I think they would even have to admit it.
Yeah, listen.
And then the next batter hits one to left center field, and Kike Hernandez falls down and gets knocked over by Paez, who's in the game for whatever the hell reason. Dave Roberts decided to put in that was insane.
That was insane.
I mean, that's just the 9th inning of Game 7. And then we obviously saw what happened after that. And then,
look at all the pictures. Every time a tear comes to my eye, I can feel the tear coming. It was so beautiful.
The tear comes to my eye here on the Rich Eisen Show, Matthew, because my friend across the way here, who likes to be referred to as the Rich Eisen Show audio executive, Mike Del Tufo of Livingston, New Jersey, right over there. And however you think of anybody from New Jersey, he's that. Okay?
I see it. We met earlier. I was like, obviously.
And I've known Mike since NFL Network began in 2003. Yikes. And so I've known him this long. And we would always chop up about the Yankees this, Yankees that. We share that. Put on your new hat. Go ahead. Put on your new hat.
My new hat?
Put on your new hat.
Oh, boy.
Put on your new hat.
It's pretty terrible.
It's not acceptable.
Pick one, bro. That's terrible. What are you doing?
Right now, I'm a Dodger fan, so I'm wearing a Dodger hat.
Put it back on. Put it back on. You should be made to wear it in front of a real Dodger fan.
That's disgusting.
Thank you.
Who are you? What kind of man are you? You must be from Jersey.
This is like a transplanted organ that deserves rejection from the body of the Dodger fan.
You're just...
This guy.
You're despicable.
No, I'm not.
He's a sweetheart.
I went high on that. Did you hear that?
I heard that. But you didn't have to go high. You could say that.
No, that could have been full-throated.
Dodger fan hat.
There you go. Way better.
That's not acceptable, right?
The Dodger hat's good. We like that.
The Dodger hat.
Yeah,
but
two Yankees
Dodger
both, bro. That's how you get shot.
No, this is.
That's how you.
It's a safety issue, Mike.
Somebody puts a cap in you.
You're not even talking about the fandom. He's talking about safety.
I went to a couple of the games and I wore a Dodger hat.
This man's in a horror movie of the first variety. He knows all about safety.
So many horror movies.
A few of them.
So many
as a matter
horror
of fact,
movies.
Scream
7. Oh. I'm in it.
I know.
I'm going to tell you all about it.
The original,
right? Can I come back for Scream 7? This is my favorite.
Please.
I just like these interviews.
Please
I'm much rather talk about sports than me.
Hold on a minute. You could say we're all that. Listen.
Hey.
Okay. Scream
7,
7, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Crazy.
And so you're in that, correct?
I am.
All
I'm
right.
having like a bit of a moment right now. It's very fun. Daredevil. Mm-hmm. Daredevil's coming up. Season Cross. Am I allowed to talk about other things?
Please go ahead.
Cross is coming up.
It's on Prime Video. Daredevil's on Disney Plus, which is obviously, the home of our show, which is great.
That's a win.
And so, all right, part of your filmography too, as well. 2 baseball movies, as well.
Summer Catch.
We spoke. Speaking of I guess horror movie. I know what you did last summer. We had Freddie Prinze Jr. here.
Yeah, he
talking
did
about
a
Summer
sports
Catch.
show for a while. It was on.
Yeah,
he's on Drive Time here in L.A.
And he's Mr. Wrestling Pod as well, just like TJ over there. Summer Catch. Did you? So you were in New England doing all that stuff, or no? You didn't do that.
That was Movie Magic, North Carolina.
Magic. Okay.
Yeah, but I did catch.
You did catch.
Yeah, it was actually one of the best movies I've ever had. On a work day, I would either be playing baseball, acting, or hanging out with my wife. We just gotten married at the time,
dude,
and
that's life.
It was as good as it gets.
No kids yet either, right?
No kids.
Okay.
She really found me attractive at that point in our lives. I was in great
she liked
shape.
you. That's back when she liked you.
25 years, she's earned the right to sort of wane her interests.
Oh my God.
I keep trying to show every day. I'm like, this is all yours. She is not impressed.
If the price is right, this could be yours. And Trouble with the Curve as well.
Yeah, Clint Eastwood.
Do you have any Clint Eastwood stories?
Yeah, I said to him at one point, he only does one take. He very famously only does one take. And so you'll, as an actor, come in and you'll watch your stand-in do your blocking, right? And then you sort of go and emulate him, and nobody rehearses. So that the first time it comes out of your mouth is the first time,
no way,
is on film. And so it's a harrowing experience. I am not that smart. And I know that half the stuff that comes out of my mouth is going to be wrong.
Okay.
But I said to him, at some point we're at lunch, and I was like, you know what? Because a lot of times in a movie, you'll take multiple takes in case you need to change the intonation or the scene needs some zhuzhing, right? And I was like, well, what happens when you get in the cut and you find that you don't have any choices? And he looked at me and he kind of looked, I would have changed the script. And looked at me like I was the dumbest man on earth.
No.
He looked at me like I was just an idiot.
So he would do one take.
One take. So he has zero options. I mean, he'll get close-ups and stuff.
Sure.
Yeah, it was a really interesting thing. The other funny thing about that.
You're having lunch with him? Like you're just...
at lunch.
You're having lunch with Clint Eastwood.
I was like, I couldn't understand how you put together these incredible films with no options. Right? And his whole thing is I would have fixed it in the script. And looked at me like I was so dumb. And I am. Fair enough. That's a fair assessment.
Punk. Go ahead, Punk.
The other thing that was funny is there was a party one night and we were watching the Final Four, and Justin Timberlake, who's in the movie, rented out this floor and in this bar in Atlanta, and it was packed. And I didn't really know anyone on that floor, so I just kind of went and took a look around, and upstairs amongst 10,000 kids is Clint Eastwood and his driver, and they're just watching the game. And none of these kids have any idea who these old dudes are.
Come on.
And I was like, this is crazy, right? That none of them understand that here is a legend just chilling.
Do you remember what Final Four it was? I guess we could figure 2011 it must have been, because the movie came out in 2012.
We can ask the Oracle over there.
So you're watching the Final Four in a bar that Justin Timberlake put it together.
Yeah, it's Butler, UConn, Kentucky, VCU.
Oh, it was. I think it was. It was the terrible. No, UConn won the year before.
That's amazing. And so he's just sitting there anonymously because there's a generation of people in there.
No idea. It was really interesting is that, fame is such an interesting interaction. I've done movies now for 35 years.
Yes.
And, the reality is that you only have impact on the people that care about what you do and the work that you've done. And sometimes it just never resonates.
Yes.
Right? I mean, Five Nights at Freddy's, I could, you'll never see it. Nobody in this room will ever see it. But if you will not see it. And I don't, listen, but there's a world of kids out there that will wait 9 hours in a line to shake my hand.
Thank goodness.
Yeah. Yep. Well,
right.
Yeah.
Thank goodness. Yeah. I mean, that's what keeps the roof over the head and the lights on, right? I mean,
it's
for
right
sure.
now. Yeah. Next thing is,
I'm just not much of a horror guy. You know what I mean? That's not my, I shouldn't say that to somebody who's here to promote a horror movie.
I think this is over.
No, there he goes. There he goes. Out the gate like he hopes Zach Charbonnet is tonight. But that is just,
Yeah.
You know, I'm on the edge of my seat for some of it, but
I'm not a horror fan either.
Okay. But it
so
works.
We're together.
It works for you. But
it pays the bills.
But I don't know. I obviously you're a professional and you've been in films you're in your fourth decade of being in films, as you just said. I would just fanboy Clint. You know, I would just want to talk with him. Yeah. You know, obviously you talk with him about process. That's one thing. But like going down the road of Unforgiven. You know what I mean? That movie is perfect.
It's a pretty fantastic
It's a perfect movie, you know? Like that's the sort of thing I would
one
want to
of
go
those
down
I've got to show my kid. Like my kid's into film right now. He's the 17-year-old. He's sort of coming up, and that's we started with Shawshank, and then we did all that. But Unforgiven's one that I forgot about. We should add that.
I think we've shown the kid Shawshank. I don't know.
It's one of the great.
That's his number one.
I love that movie.
That's his number one.
It's perfect. Film. Yeah, perfect.
I think it's perfect.
Movie.
That's his number one.
Unforgiven might be tough for the kids right now.
Yeah, it's tough for adults, bro.
It's a tough adult. Yeah, I mean it's dark.
It is pretty dark.
Brutal.
Yeah, but it's perfect.
But it is a perfect great film.
It's
and
perfect.
Clint Eastwood's great. The funny thing is, so he's notoriously quick for shoot. Like he shoots really fast, and so Flags of Our Fathers.
Right.
Every single day he shot, he finished before lunch.
Dude.
So and if people aren't familiar with film and television, we regularly do 14 to 15-hour days.
Yeah.
And it can be grueling at times as a job. I mean, you're not out there digging ditches, but 15 hours stuck doing the same scene is has its own tax.
If you do a Clint Eastwood movie, you can set a tea time.
You're playing golf. You're playing golf.
We just thought about the same thing.
Yeah, and I think that's the idea. I really think that's the idea.
Clint's there for a good time, not a long time.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Oh, it's better than being in a Clipper email chain with somebody.
That's
Did I say that?
That was out loud.
That was so funny.
That was out
He
loud.
says, I wonder, did you remember we were on that Clipper email chain? Like, why wouldn't he? Like, how many Clipper email chains exist?
No, I said I'm not sure if he'll remember me because it's been so long since.
Why would he? You're as memorable as they come.
Every day, Deej. Every single day.
Every single day.
I haven't seen you in 10 years, and yet here I am. My dreams come true.
Every now and then I'll pop the Curve in, watch it on Tubi.
The Curve. Oh, my
Think about
Lord.
you. Yeah.
I'm not leaving, by the way. Who's on next? I'm saying.
Just you.
It's the end of the show, actually.
No, what are you talking about? We're going long.
It's
Let them do higher register.
Do you want to
with
do
us.
higher register?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
You want to stick with us?
I have nowhere to go and nothing to do. What else would I want to do?
What was it like in the original Scream? What was it like?
I didn't go to college, so it was like a little like a college experience.
Why?
We hung out all the time. We were inseparable, that whole crew.
Yeah.
And I think that, you don't see that as much anymore. I mean, phones, they're the devil.
Sure, right.
I mean, so everyone's sort of like on their own journey. But in that experience at that time, in the age we were, it was more fun to hang out than alone. And they were also on nights. So when you're working nights, you're nocturnal animals. So you're on different rhythm than everyone else. You'd go grab a beer after work at 6 a.m.
Did you have any idea what was happening?
No, not even close.
Zero.
No.
Nobody sat there and go, and when you're shooting it, you weren't thinking this could be something?
No. I mean, Wes Craven, God bless his heart, had been on a run of good movies, but not great. They weren't epic. And we had two women, Neve Campbell and Courtney Cox, that were both on TV, and back then TV and film really didn't cross over. And so I was like, oh, this is just another horror movie. It's going to come and go. And I think that we all sort of felt that. And in fact, it wasn't until the film opened and Wes Craven threw like a congratulations dinner. I'm like, why are we throwing a congratulations dinner? It's not that, it hasn't gone crazy in the box office.
Right.
And he brought us all together and said, the exit polls are such, they've never seen that level of excitement. And so they tripled down on the budget and got more theaters. To the Weinstein's credit. They took that film worldwide. And now that mask is so iconic.
Oh my God, is it ever?
Yeah.
I mean,
So there are kids out there who have no idea about the movie, but they know the mask.
Yep.
It sends shivers just looking at it.
Yeah.
Dude, do you have one?
I wish I did.
Wouldn't you want to drive around Los Angeles in it? Just
No,
to freak
it'd be
anybody
really
out?
weird, bro. I don't know what you do for fun, but that's creepy.
Dodger Stadium,
Yes.
just buy a hat. This guy, what am I doing? Fantastic. I love it. Matthew Lillard here on the Rich Eisen Show. And the Rams and the Seahawks who's I guess, shall I call you a number one fan just because you're sitting here, Matthew Lillard?
There's way bigger fans.
Okay. Well,
I am a run-of-the-mill.
So what
love them.
What are you, 13? Number 13 then, if you are? The 12s?
That's
You're
it.
12A?
I'm like
12B?
13.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan's calling right now to get that number
Jeffrey
one
Dean
spot.
Morgan's like, wait a minute.
Yeah, he's a
By
big
the way,
fan.
did you just go higher register? Just saying. See,
it's
he's into
Thursday.
it. All
That's
right.
what we do
Okay,
around
here we go.
here.
Matthew Lillard. Matthew Lillard gets it. He gets it. All right, it is time to wrap up this show with our Thursday higher register. Hit it.
There's a chance
The Rich Eisen Show's
that there could be.
Higher Register Take of the Week.
All right, Christopher, what do you got over there?
You know, we've been talking about this team a while. They're the number one seed in the AFC. So, yeah, we should be talking about the Denver Broncos. And they got a big game against Jacksonville this week. And I think Jacksonville beats Denver. And after they do, we got to take the Jaguars seriously as Super Bowl contenders.
Okay. Wow.
I think it's time.
Okay, you really do, huh?
I think it's time.
Like, so far, they're not a Super Bowl contender, too?
And I don't think so.
So if they beat the Broncos,
And now they're in that conversation.
higher register means you're still being a little bit disrespectful.
You're not sure.
I don't think you notice I'm not going higher register on that.
A little bit.
TJ, what do you got? This is tough for TJ because he's always lower register.
Yeah.
This is,
It's so sultry.
It's like
TJ, we're counting on you.
What you got?
All right, so
TJ?
you know it's weird that Matthew Lillard's sitting here staring at me after me watching him so much, and now he's watching me, and I hope I get this right. So we've been talking about these guys a lot, and that's the Pittsburgh Steelers, right?
Yeah.
And I tell you what, after what I saw last week, and I put a lot of thought into this, all 5 minutes, not only will the Steelers take the Lions out this week, they're running the table the rest of the season.
Wow.
They're running the table.
Okay.
That is a
Which
cut.
means they would win the AFC North, and then after that,
Everything.
who knows how far they would go? Who knows? I hear you. I'm going to also go for a rest of the season situation, and even beyond. When you look at the standings right now, at who's sniffing it, which is the phrase of the Rich Eisen show for, the teams that are outside of the playoffs looking. It's always in the hunt when you see it on other shows. We call it sniffing it, sniffing the playoffs.
Yeah.
This segment was made in the
Colts,
80s, Matt.
Ravens are sniffing it right now in the AFC. In the NFC, there's 3 teams currently sniffing it with the Dallas Cowboys and the Lions and the Panthers. I'm saying it's my higher register. At the end of the day, I think multiple teams currently sniffing it are making the playoffs. Multiple sniffing it teams are making the playoffs at the end of the day. More than one. All right, you have the floor. Matthew Lillard.
Yeah,
Going high register.
the Seahawks Rams play tonight.
Yes, they do.
We lost the last game with 4 turnovers. That's not our game plan. We don't usually roll like that. It came down to a kick.
Yes,
right?
it
They
did.
missed the field goal after 4 turnovers. Tonight, we're going to win the turnover battle. And then we're going to win the game. And then we're going to win the Super Bowl.
Okay. Wow. So you went lower register for the last part. But you think, because sometimes Sam Darnold might not have a turnover problem tonight.
Dude, he's got it, man.
Yeah, he certainly gets that sounded like Shaggy.
That was the whole thing.
No turnovers for Darnold, dude.
Boy, dude. Oh, boy.
Okay, Raggy.
Seahawks. Oh, baby.
Oh, that's how I register of the first variety to wrap up the show. Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.